Hi, for this video, Believe in Yourself, I'm going to attempt, note the word attempt, telling you a story from I was a child in primary school. Now the reason why I say attempt is that I can tell my stories well, but when I write them, so I'm going to attempt to tell you a story in this video about how I learned to believe in myself, and that if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. You have to believe in yourself for others to believe that you can in fact do what you say you can do. Alright, so it was in about grade 4. I was in grade 4. And another disclaimer, I was athletic in school. Don't let this fool you. I was a runner. I took part in every sport that they had. Everything. In high school, it continued in high school where I played softball, netball, and I was running all the races. But this particular thing I remembered was one time we went to the championship. It was primary school championship. And I had run a few races, but the height of the day would be the races in the higher class runners. So they would come from like grade 5 and 6. So we were at the final part now where the schools will get their scores and we'll know who school is winning or where we are on the score chart. Then it came down to now the final races. That was the relays. And I had run my race like 2 races before and got a little rest in between. I noticed that the coach for my team was looking a little worried. I was talking to my friends and I saw somebody pointing at me. So I went to hear what was the problem. Apparently, the person who was supposed to run in this race got afraid because she heard that she was running against another primary school who was our main competition, and she was running against the champion girl of that school, and she got timid. She didn't want to run, and I started volunteering myself, and I was saying, I can run it, sir, I can run it. And he's saying, no, you don't understand, this girl is a real tough runner and you're not used to that race. And I said, sir, I win all of my races, why I can't run this girl? And I think he took the pressure I was putting on him, believing in myself that I can win this race for the school. And people, he conceded and sent me to run the race. I started out like strong, very, very strong. But in about the middle of the race, I started thinking, what did I get myself into? What did I really get myself into? But then I remember that I win the races and I volunteered to come and win this race. I cannot let the people them down, because when I gave up in the middle of the race, I started slowing down. Yes, I slowed down in my mind, therefore I started slowing down in my body. And the people I hear them calling me, Marlo, run, Marlo, run, Marlo. And I think I got the courage again, and I started to believe in myself in the same race that I believed in myself, gave up on myself. I started believing in myself again. And trust me, people, I did not win, but I came out in front of the young lady that my teammate was afraid to run. Now, all of this did not finish just like that. I came second, she came third, and they were cheering me, and a lot of them run on the field and lift me up on their shoulder, and they walk me around and around the field, and everybody was cheering. In the long run, I got disqualified from the race because the race was for a class, say a class 3, and I was in class 2. So I was disqualified. We were disqualified from the race, but that did not deter me from believing that I am a champion. Nobody could take that from me. And I'm saying today, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will believe in you. Trust me. I used to boast a lot about my winnings in primary school, even from basic school, and how I came all the way up to high school, running, taking part in all of the sports. Anything that I would fit into, I would take part in. My team always win at netball. I used to play softball, and I always have just one competition in softball, and most of the times I was winning, but sometimes we tie. Well, but I'm always boasting about how I used to win all these races. And somebody said to me one time, so you don't lose any races, you don't lose any games. And I stopped for a little bit and think about it. And I said, you know, probably I did, but I don't remember. And this is a good time to make a point that if we keep just remembering the wins, that can keep your confidence in yourself. Is when you start looking on what you lose, and the things that you did not you were not successful at. When you keep focusing on those things, those are the times that you lose focus on yourself and lose your confidence in yourself. So when I think back, I really might have lost a few games, but honestly, what I kept are the winning ones. And this is my advice to you today, is to keep the winnings in mind, the winnings of the past and the winnings that you hope to get in the future. That's the only way you can maintain self-confidence. That's the only way you can maintain self-confidence. Having confidence in yourself can serve you in so many areas of your life. At school, at work, volunteering, at play, in your relationships, in your family relationships, in your romantic relationships. Having a confidence in yourself can benefit you in all these areas. I can remember I allowed myself to focus on where I was not winning, on areas that I was not seemingly being successful, and that caused me to lose confidence in myself. And for many years, it turned into weeks, then months, then for many years I had no confidence in myself, and because of that I started doing things that I really should have started a long time ago. But I have learned even now not to have regrets. I'm just starting where I am and hope for more winnings in the future. In another video, I will share with you how I worked on my self-confidence. It's recent that I decided to work on my self-confidence so I can help others to work on theirs, because I know the importance of being confident in yourself. Right now you're probably struggling with wanting to people to know that you are capable of doing something, but you can only get them to believe in you if you start to believe in yourself again. It's never too late to decide to start to believe in yourself again. Watch how others will catch on to what you're capable of doing, what you're skilled at. Just believe in yourself and you'll start doing the moves. You'll start making the actions that say, hey world, this is me and I am capable of doing this thing. So remember, change your mind about yourself. You are winning. You are winning, and you will show others that they can win also. When they look at you and see you winning, even though you were not, people will look at you and say, then if she can do it, or if he can do it, I can do it also. So change your minds and change your life.